So that call at the end, that took balls. What went into that call?
Well, that we were struggling, to stop them. The last two times they had the football, they went down and scored. Their kicker's probably the best in the league. And we just said, let's. We talked about it. In fact, when they lost the toss, I went over to Brian and said, if they score and we score, we're going to go to win. And, we're going to go on the left hash with our 2-point play. And if you don't like it, either one of the three options, then call a timeout, we'll kick it, go to second overtime. It was planned. I told our defensive staff we were going to go for it. They were, everybody lived with it because you got to be ready. Because if he doesn't get in, now the whole atmosphere changed. But luckily, we made a play, and Kevin Miller did a great job of breaking through a tackle and getting the end zone.
Was that the same call you had for the 2-point play earlier in the game? Looked very similar.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was an option. Depending on coverage, and they went man coverage. We really have 4 different plays that we can call in a 2-point play. It's up to the quarterback's choice, and he felt it was a good play again. We told them we didn't know if it would be, after they'd seen it once, but it worked.
Well, they had a lot of success running the ball on the ground here today. What were they doing that was lending to that success?
Well, they do a great job in that they get 4 wideouts in the game, and they force you to go out and play them and try to play 3-on-2 out there, which shortens your box up. And now, they do a great job of taking your edge players and looking at where your edge players are. And then if you're playing coverage, they're running the football. If you're cheating your edge players in, then they're going to throw outside.
How about your receivers today? Andrew Clark had a big day on senior day here, big touchdown catch,
right.
A couple big first downs. David Clark, a couple TDs as well.
Right. They've really done a nice job. Brandon got him the ball. The catch that David had to go ahead there, and I think early fourth quarter was a great catch on a third down. Because if he didn't make that, we probably would have had to kick a field goal.
Well, you have another long week ahead of you here today, but senior day here at the field. Just talk about the atmosphere you had here today. It was rainy, but lots of people were out. You had a lot of support.
Well, the energy was there, and the juice. You get one of those days, and you could hear everybody because it wasn't a huge crowd. But we've got an awful lot of loyal supporters, Josh, and then they get free bonus football when you go to overtime. We haven't been in an overtime game in a long time, so and the one we've said all week was this one was for 14 guys that were playing their last game on this field. And they went undefeated. You can't ask any more from there. 4 of the 5 games were you got to call those coin flip games.
Well, tough team in Ashland next week. They're unbeaten so far this season in conference play here. What do you need to do this week to get ready for that game?
Well, we've got to be healthy. I think, knock on wood, but I think we came out of it okay, and we'll get some people back and a little bit more healthy. If nothing happened to them this week, and they're a really good football team. I've been told, I haven't seen them much yet, but I've been told their speed and their quarterback's playing very well. They're leading the league, I think, right now in total offense. So we're going to have our hands full.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here today. Go celebrate with your team, and you can go relax tonight in your Halloween costume.
my Halloween costume is going to be my pajamas about 7:30, Josh, but thanks.
All right, head coach.
It's unreal. 5 years goes by quick, and I'm just happy to have this.
Well, what were you seeing out there here so far today, especially obviously on the offensive side? That's where you're at. What did you see them setting up in, and what were you guys doing out there?
They do a pretty good job of moving around. We knew that all week, that they would fly over the top, slant and angle on the line, and we knew we could move them, and that's what we did. We mulched them all day, and the line did a great job. The backs made plays, and Cowie, he's Cowie, he's good.
Well, you said you've been here 5 years, of course. You've been starting here for 4 years. What has Tech meant to you?
I wish I could put it into words. Tech is unbelievable. The community, the coaches. If I could, I can't just put a word to it. I'm sorry, but it's unreal. It's been a journey, and I'm sure one day I'll be able to sit back and look at it and think about it. It's been quite the trip, that's for sure.
Any special moments that stick out to you?
This game will stick out, definitely. We got another OT game down in Hillsdale a couple years ago, that one. But it's not really the moments, it's the time with the team and my brothers out here, and being able to compete with them on a week-to-week basis it's unreal.
Well, it's been good to watch you here so far. Congratulations on a big victory here today and for your career. You still have a couple of big games to go. Go get them at Ashland next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Frank Vruwink, congratulations. Big victory for you guys today.
Yeah, words can't really express the feelings. We've been in too many of these games, it feels like, but I'm so ecstatic for the senior class to be able to go out undefeated, their senior season, and in front of the crowd that we had in this kind of crummy weather. It was awesome.
Well, how about those 2 option plays, those 2 conversion plays there that you had? Those were big keys to getting this one, especially, of course, at the end.
Yeah, I mean, that goes to our coaches. We practice those option plays and that 2-point play multiple times every week throughout the week, and we were comfortable. We were prepared. We knew what we wanted to do. We were hopefully Tiffin gave us the look that we wanted on those plays, and they did, and we were able to convert. Our offensive line did a great job blocking. The 2 wideouts, Dave and Clark, absolutely fantastic, and Kevin made the play. So
absolutely. Well, you're a junior, but you're a captain on this team. You've got 3 other senior captains. What can you say about what those guys have taught you here?
Oh my God! I mean, we've been with each other, since we came in day one, and football really is blood, sweat, and tears in the off season and in season, and the aches and the pains and the ups and the downs. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to come in with, and like I said, I'm so proud to have been a part of this class, and so happy for those guys.
Well, you still have 2 more big games to go at Ashland and at Lake Erie. What's left to accomplish for this team?
I mean, like in the beginning of this season, we're just going to take it one game at a time. We can't look ahead, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that. This was a huge win for us coming off those 2 losses. It's good to get back on the horse, so to speak, and we're just really looking forward now to Ashland next week, and it should be a tough challenge.
Well, congratulations on the victory here today. Go celebrate with your teammates.
All right, thank you.
A fun one to watch. Must have been a fun one to play too.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was one of those games back and forth, we played well. I think we played well, and Coach had some, I don't know the word for it, but it was a big call at the end to go for 2. We definitely like that.
Yeah, it was definitely a huge play there. Another huge play was your interception that you had for the touchdown. What did you see on that play?
Well, I came up and Nick Braziak actually hit him. So Nick made the play for me, and as soon as I got the ball, I saw Tanner Egan in front of me, and I knew I was following him the whole entire way after that. So.
Well, the unfortunate thing is you were on coverage on that big play at the end. Looked like you had great coverage. How did he make that catch at the back of the end zone there at the end of the game?
Yeah, I was turned around and I was trying to see his eyes to see when the ball was coming, and I eventually saw him put his hands up, and they somehow snuck it around me there. I don't know.
Well, it was a huge play, but you guys came away with it here in the end. It's been fun here over 4 years. Can you point out any specific moments for you that stick out to you?
Right now, that's all I can think about right now. That was such a big game, and it keeps us alive for playoffs and things like that. So, I mean, it was huge. And going 5-0 for the senior class here, it's just so big. I mean, being from the UP, coming to the games and seeing the people from Lake Linden and stuff like that, it's been a really great experience, and I loved it.
Well, we've loved having you here. It's been fun to watch you. Congratulations on the win here today. You have 2 more games. Go get them in Ashland.
Yep, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Brett Gervais, senior captain.